her tour is going to be a flop, or aka, as she said, a mess. Cardi B says, first of all, I have never been a bad performer, okay? Well, I have to disagree. Okay, I don't think that she really be given a stage presence. She kind of just be on stage having tantrums, all right? She just goes up there and start running up and down and start shaking her leg. It's crazy, okay? She says, secondly, y'all didn't learn anything from my album? Keep doubting me. What lesson did we learn from your album, Cardi B? Buckley's almonds are, what lesson did we learn from Am I the Drama? That you're a flop? I don't know what lesson we learned. And, you know, the reason why I say this is because you would think the way she's talking that Am I the Drama went like #1 for 20 weeks straight. You would think so. But no, okay? Now, do y'all think Cardi B is a bad performer? I don't think she is a bad performer when it comes to energy. She has high energy, but she doesn't have a execution that's like, oh, it's tea. She just goes on stage and just starts, like, she just goes crazy. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like a good performer is a Doja Cat, a Doechii, you know? Obviously Beyonce, I'm not talking about her. Like a Gaga, you know? Even Megan performs better than Cardi B. Megan be performing better than Cardi for sure. Definitely for sure. Also, yeah, I just don't think Cardi B is a performer. You're not a performer. You're not, okay? You are a stripper. That's the only performance bag I would give you 10s on. I don't care. Okay, go get you some some pleaser heels, and go get you a lace outfit, and then call it a day. Then maybe I'll give you your performer 10s. But other than that, girl, because when addiction we share together, told you I'll be here forever, said I'll always have you, kid. Moving on to Bad Girl Riri and Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige names Umbrella by Rihanna the song that got away, but she says she doesn't regret passing on it. Ooh, who the fuck wants? I'm sorry, let me stop. We love Mary. So Mary says, all I heard was, and I was like, yo, my fans are gonna bug out on me if they hear me do the, Then when I heard Rihanna do it, I was like, see, it was for Rihanna. It got away, but it wasn't for me in the first place. Now, Mary J, I don't think I could ever see you on this song, okay? I don't know why they even gave you this song. This song, I've heard a lot of people say they got Umbrella. This song has been shopped around to the entire industry. Like, the entire industry got this song. I'm happy Rihanna got this song, because that song was the turning point to her career. That song was like, you know, yeah, and Rihanna is the only person who could do Umbrella. Like, I can't hear nobody. No, maybe, you know who I can maybe hear? This may sound crazy. I can hear Beyonce doing it, low key. I can. Low key, I can hear Beyonce doing it, and I could probably hear Ariana Grande doing it too. But she wasn't famous like that at that time for music. You know. But nah, maybe just Rihanna. Maybe just a bad girl. Maybe just a bad gal Riri. Maybe just Savage Fenty gal. You know. Ow, wow. Nicki Minaj is back on the internet, and she's coming back, guns blazing. If you know that reference, you are so real. Anyway, Nicki Minaj is back online. First off, she says Happy New Year. Mind you, girl, it's been over 2 weeks and a few days since the New Year started. Nicki, where have you been at? Okay. She's also online cussing out Don Lemon. Ooh, Don Lemon meringue pie, get your ass to the front. There's some tea.
Nicki Minaj tweeted this to Don Lemon. Don Lemon responded to the tweet. Before I get into it, let me let you know what happened. There's a church in Minneapolis, or outside of Minneapolis, where the head pastor, or maybe one of the pastors of the church, also works as a federal agent with ICE. Once that was found out, Don Lemon and some individuals thought it would be a good idea to go into that church during Sunday service to approach him about it. Now, let me say this. Whether you agree with ICE or not, that pastor does have the right to not only be a pastor, but also work with ICE. He has every right to do that. Whether you agree with ICE or not, he does. It was wrong for those people to go inside of that church during Sunday service to approach this guy about it, just because they don't think he should be a pastor. There was women in there, there's children in there. I'm sure they were scared. They just went to church to praise their God, whoever their God is. It was wrong. Let's just get that out there, first and foremost. Don Lemon's response was a scathing response. He essentially said, Nicki Minaj, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have the depth or the knowledge to even come to me about these type of issues. Also, on the registry for those type of offenses, we already know what it is. It's not new news, it's old. He said that to her. What was striking, or what stood out, he called her an undocumented individual. He was like, you're not even a black American. You're not even documented. You shouldn't even be here under Trump's laws. I'm saying, I thought that was funny because...
And at this point, Nicki Minaj deserves an award for starting the most random beefs in the world. Because what do you mean Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon was going at it today? I don't understand what's happening. So basically, Nicki Minaj kind of tweeted about Don Lemon for doing interviews in Minnesota at the church protest. And Don Lemon got on here and said, girl, you're talking about me. You need to be deported according to Trump's rules, okay? You're sitting up here talking about me. You're a pick-me, honey. Why are you talking about me? Worry about your family members. Worry about your husband. Worry about your brother. You're worried about me. Y'all, I hope that in 2026, someone just takes Nicki Minaj's phone for a little bit. I would love for her to go on a hiatus. Nicki, if you watch this, go on a hiatus, okay? Then come back with an album. Drop the album so we can forget all of this that's been happening. You know, just drop the album so we can forget all of this that's been going on. Because you want to savage some of your...
Before I get into the actual topic at hand a bit more, I want to say Nicki knows how to get y'all upset. Ooh, wee! Nicki, she is the #1 rage baiter. She knows how to make the entire internet talk about her, get her in the main conversation. She knows exactly what she's doing. Okay, I love how she just gets everybody pissed. Okay, everybody mad, but she be getting to the money. Everybody mad. Okay, Nicki, girl, teach me how to rage bait like you. I want to rage bait too. How you do it? Like, what's your strategy? What's your strategy? And Don Lemon replies back to Nicki Minaj, and here's Don Lemon's reply. Ciao.
Responding to Nicki Minaj's unhinged, homophobic tweet about me. I usually don't respond to this stuff, but let me just say this. Nicki Minaj, stop talking about shit for which you know nothing about. This is out of your depth, by the way, and you are a homophobic bigot. You don't care about African Americans, and you're not an African American. From what I know, you are reportedly an undocumented citizen, so you should be deported under Donald Trump's rules. And the other thing is that your family members, you have one family member who's reportedly a sex offender, the other family member, your husband or whatever, a sex offender is your husband, and one of them talk about me and what you think that I do. Nicki Minaj, get a life. Stop being a pick-me. You should have put a pick-me doll on that damn tweet instead of a Chucky doll, because you are nothing but a pick-me. And I choose not to pick you. And so should black people, and so should gay people. Shouldn't buy your music. Clock that.
Don, how dare you interrupt people's place of worship? How dare you? Okay, you're a clown. You're a clown. Oh, Nicki's here legally. She has a green card. Nicki has a green card. Okay? And that's the problem with y'all. Y'all be so loud and wrong. Y'all be so loud and wrong. I can't wait till the day where everybody eats their words. It's gonna be a day, I promise y'all. It's coming soon. Everybody's gonna eat their words, and they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad.
When it comes to interrupting people's place of worship, can you think of any other religion they would dare do this to, besides Christians? I'll wait for your response.
Now, I also want to clear up the air, because there's a lie going around that Nicki Minaj is up here saying a slur or whatever in regards to the homophobia type of thing. Nicki's not homophobic, y'all. Stop. Stop it, okay? I don't know why the media is trying to continuously push this false narrative with her, but it's not gonna work. It's not. It just is not gonna work at all, okay? I don't care. But I don't know why they're so obsessed with pushing this homophobia narrative on Nicki Minaj when 90% of her fan base is gay. So y'all gotta stop that. The media is trying to push this narrative, and y'all, it's not gonna work. As long as the fans continue to call it out, it's not gonna work, okay? Do not sit there and let them push this out, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, they're pushing a narrative. They're pushing a narrative. Moving on to Nicki Minaj again. Despite fake news, attempts to her down, and petitions, Nicki Minaj has gained over 20,000 followers on X, formerly known as Twitter. Damn, over 20K people support her? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm finna go platinum in a few days. Okay, stop playing so much, okay? Moving on to cardiovascular B fans, they are not happy at all with Glorilla. They saying that Glorilla is biting Cardi B's nachos. In case y'all don't know, Cardi B is allegedly known for her schoolgirl looks, but no shade. I don't think anybody ever said out their mouth, oh yeah, Cardi B is a schoolgirl look girl. Nobody has ever said that, but Cardi B has self-proclaimed that. And apparently, the Barty gang is not happy because they saying that Glow stole Megan aesthetic, and now she's out here stealing Cardi B's aesthetic, okay? Now, me personally, you know, the schoolgirl aesthetic has been around since Britney Spears. Let's be very clear. If we're gonna be real, Britney Spears made that a mainstream pop thing when it came to the early 2000s, okay? I mean, from what I know. I'm not saying she was the first to do it. I'm not saying she was the originator of that aesthetic. But Britney Spears was the first real famous celebrity to make that like a era for them. You know, y'all want to give Cardi B credit for nothing. Cardi B does not create anything, okay? Let's stop. And if we're being honest here, Glorilla looks good in this aesthetic. If anything, Glorilla should steal the Cardi B schoolgirl aesthetic, because Cardi B schoolgirl aesthetic, she gives whole. Not hoe. Like, she's an experienced hoe. Like, she's a hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she really be getting down and dirty. I like Glorilla in this aesthetic. And also, this is like a Tokyo type of look, you know? So, leave her alone. Glorilla's doing just fine. Cardi B fans are just mad because y'all have no aesthetic to cling to. Y'all have no real theme for anything that y'all do, okay? It's either a Nicki Minaj dupe, a dupe from somebody else, or it's just a copycat. A$AP Rocky just dropped his new album, and they said that A$AP Rocky is now a part of the Big Three conversation in rap following the release of Don't Be Dumb. They said Rocky is in the new Big Three, hate or love it. No, he's not. Drake, Kendrick, Wayne, that's my Big Three. No. Sorry, scratch that. Drake, Kendrick, Wayne, yeah. But I was gonna say Cole, Kendrick, and Wayne, but either one of those combinations. But A$AP Rocky in top three? No. Okay? And the only reason why y'all are saying that is because his new album is out and it's good, but y'all are speaking too soon. A$AP Rocky did not start making noise, like real noise like this now, until he got with Rihanna, okay? Rihanna was a great move for him personally and professionally, because dating Rihanna is one big marketing, you know what I'm saying, campaign. And me personally, with A$AP Rocky, I'm not saying he's not talented, not good at what he does, but I would not say he's a part of the Big Three now. That's just a stretch. Do y'all think he's a part of the Big Three now because of his new album? Like, let's not be dumb, okay? He has an album literally called Don't Be Dumb. Let's not be dumb, y'all, for real, okay? Moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion tells People magazine that she plans to release new music this year. She says, I'm definitely in the studio. I'm kind of hiding from everybody right now because I really just want to work. I'm completing Act 3, and the music is dropping this year. The hotties just need to give me a little more time. Megan, what do you mean you're hiding from everybody? Megan is in no way, shape, or form hiding, okay? She's always, with every chance she gets, on TikTok posting vlogs with her and Klay Thompson, okay? We always see a vlog with you and your boring boyfriend, okay? She also says that she is trying to drop it this year because the hotties have been waiting for a long time. I'm seeing some people say that Megan didn't want to drop Act 3 until she saw Nicki Minaj coming out with her album this year, okay? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, you know how the girls move, but I feel like Megan just wants to get a hit again. It's been a long time since Megan had a hit, and you can tell she's thirsty for a hit. You know, she's on social media asking her fans, what should I sing? What should I do? Who should I get features on? You don't ask your fans that question. You're the artist. You are the artist. Like, you are the source. The source does not ask. No, that's not how that goes, okay? And I'm not saying that Megan can't ask for recommendations, but you're never going to see any real big artists, like real deal artists, asking their fans, what should they do? No, that's not how that goes. That's not how that goes. So Megan is desperate for a hit right now. She's asking fans what they want, and we're going to see how it works out for her. We're going to see how it works out. I don't know. I'm not going to sit up here and downplay her too much because I do have an opinion on her music, but I do feel like, you know, I'm going to try to give her a chance. Okay, I'm going to give her a chance. Y'all, yes, I know y'all are surprised, but I'm going to give Megan Thee Stallion a chance this time around. I know she twerks and, you know, all she do is good for twerking and making music about her coochie, but I do want to see what she does, okay? Maybe she may come through with some new. Maybe she got some new producers. Maybe she got some new ghostwriters. Yes, I think Megan need a ghostwriter too. Megan and Ice Spice, I need y'all to get a ghostwriter. Because y'all music is so redundant, it gives me a headache. Literally. But also, I wonder, is Megan Thee Stallion going to go on tour this year as well? I don't know. Megan, are you going to tour? Okay. You should let us know what you're going to do. I don't know. Your last tour didn't really sell. You didn't really make that much money like that. Because, like, you couldn't really get people in the seats, girl. So, I don't know if she should tour again. Maybe hold off a little bit. Maybe wait until, like, 2028. Yeah. Moving on to Ice Slice. Ice Slice is officially back to 16 million monthly Spotify listeners, okay? She's surpassing rapper Lotto, her ex-beef. I miss when they were beefing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I miss when they were beefing. They got back cool for nothing. Song flopped. Nobody cares about the song anymore. Lotto thought she ate. Ice Spice thought she ate it. They thought it was gonna be a WAP part 2. It was not that. The song was terrible. But she surpassed Lotto. Okay, period, Ice Spice. Girl, your rise to fame again is kind of interesting. It is kind of interesting. Now, the only reason why she's this popular is because of Big Guy. Everybody loves Big Guy for some reason. Like, when I first reviewed on my channel, I just automatically knew this song is gonna be a flop. I just was like, oh yeah, her career is done. But like, no, this song is, people are loving it, and they're actually talking about it in a way where they connect with it, like on a deep level. I'm like, wait, whoa, y'all are really dancing to this and making this like your ringtone and stuff? Oh yeah, America's sick. America has a problem. It's Ice Spice. But no, seriously though, congrats to Ice Spice. Girl, I wonder, is she gonna drop an album this year? They were saying that she has an album coming out this year, but I don't know. I don't think Ice Spice is an album girly. You know, every time she drops an album, it doesn't really flow well. You know, she did her EP, chop. Her album, chop.
Very quickly because I have to leave soon, but I just finished listening to Ice Spice's album, and I took 2 really important things from it. One, time is precious and time is valuable. That album was 23 minutes long, and I'm never going to get that time back. I'm never going to get it back. Personally, subjectively, in my opinion, the album was not good. There are many words I could use to describe that album, and good is not in my thesaurus for that album, unfortunately. And my thing is, I actually listen to it, though, because a lot of people will talk shit about an artist online, and they don't even listen to the album. But one thing about me, no matter how much I dislike that person, no matter how bad people say the album is, how bad the song is, I am always going to give it a listen, because I want to be fair and objective in how I describe it, and to me, I just would not describe it as good. I didn't like it. And lastly, the second thing I took from that album is that women can do whatever they want. Because my thing is, there are so many male rappers that come out with absolute dog shit music. Music that is a violation to the eardrums, in my opinion. But people still support them. People don't drag them as bad as they drag women. And my thing is, you know what? If men can make horrible music, women can too. That is okay. And I say this to say, I'm not saying Ice Spice's album was horrible. I'm saying I wouldn't describe it as good and I did not like it and I'm not going to listen to it again. It's not horrible though, but it's not good. To me. But listen to it yourself. Form your own opinion. Don't form your opinion from tweets. It's 23 minutes long. Listen to it yourself. I'm just saying.
Like, no shade. That is the most recent, like, opinion that the media has on your album. Like, you have left a bad taste in the general public's mouth when it comes to your projects, Ice Spice. So you're going to have a lot of work to do to really, you know, clean out that palate, clean out that mouth, clean out those taste buds. Because right now, sister, I don't think anybody wants a project from you. Even your own label, they don't want you to do an album. They don't. They know it's going to be a waste of money. They know it's going to be a waste of time, waste of energy, waste of resources. That's why it hasn't come out yet. That's why it's not ever coming out. Moving on to Cardi B, y'all. Cardi B's song, Every Time, is now locked in for a 17th week on the Billboard Hot 100, despite A$AP Rocky's album Bomb. So they said that the song is officially on pace to surpass Outside at 19 weeks on the chart as the 3rd longest running single from the Am I the Drama album and could put Up 20 weeks at risk as well. Well, Up doesn't count. Up is from 2021. No, that does not count. The album came out of what, 2025? No, Up does not count. So that means that this may be the longest running song on the chart from this project. But even the longest running song on this album is still not a hit. It's still not a hit. Every Time is not a hit. Nobody knows that shit. If I were to go outside in public and ask somebody, hey guys, sing one lyric from Every Time, they're going to say, what? That Ariana Grande song? Well, even that song is kind of, nobody knows about that song. But they're going to be like, what? They're going to be confused, okay? Also, I do think that when it comes to the Am I the Drama album, I do think that if Cardi B waited a bit longer and didn't make Outdoing Nicki Minaj her goal, I think she might have had a hit. I think she could have had a hit. I don't know. I feel like once you start to make your like reason for creating something about somebody else, it's not coming from an authentic source of energy, and therefore it's gonna flop. The streets are talking, y'all. They saying Normani will be releasing an album. Child, I'm finna slap somebody because y'all crazy. But they said Normani will be releasing an album, and she's gonna be going on tour in the summertime of 2026. Yeah, I'm finna strangle somebody. Because why y'all believe this? Okay, these rumors are going around and people are getting excited. Oh my gosh, our queen is coming back. Normani is not working on no new music, child. Normani did promise an album in 2025, but where was that at? Never came out, never was nowhere to be found. So I don't believe anything that she says, okay? Normani could come out here right now. She could say my album is coming out tomorrow and it's done and I have the pre-save link. I still won't believe her. Even with the pre-save link, okay? I won't. And then y'all expect her to go on tour as well? Oh, y'all are crazy. Y'all are insane. Y'all really are sniffing something, okay? Y'all are insane. If you believe that Rihanna and Normani are coming back to make music, you are the problem, all right? But I really want to know, why did Normani abandon Dopamine? Dopamine was a good project. Like, it grew on me a little bit. Like, when I first reviewed it back in 2024, I hated it. But, like, as the years went on, it kind of grew with time. I love her song, All Yours, Big Boy. I like Candy Paint. I love that album. It's kind of cute now. You know, I love that project. It's something about you I'm liking. A bit too much. It's a bit frightening. Get a bit biting like that. Moving on to social media, we're having a conversation right now about, is the 2020s, does it even have an aesthetic? Everyone is so obsessed with nostalgia and trying to replicate it as accurately as they can. Okay, because Pink Panther is being one of the only few modern artists, if not the only one, to successfully replicate the Y2K aesthetic while also making good music. I noticed this too. Everybody's referencing the past. Like, will 2025, 2026 have its own aesthetic? You know, right now, everybody is so obsessed with 2016 right now. Why are y'all so obsessed? Okay, look, I had a great time in 2016. It was an amazing year for me. I love that year. But I don't know, why is everybody so obsessed with the past? I mean, damn. Like, it's kind of creepy. Doja Cat doing the 80s stuff. A lot of artists are going back into the 2000s. You know, Pink Panther is Y2K now. Why are we so obsessed with the past? Moving on to Quavo. Quavo announces that his new album is finished. Girl, Quavo, listen, your time is up, boo, okay? He says, album is done, by the way. More announcements coming soon. Can't wait to eat. I guess the album is called Eat. Girl, we're not hungry. I'm not hungry, okay? I think, Quavo, you have been left in 2019. You do have a song right now going viral called the Take Me Through That, Take Me Through That. But then again, that song is more so popular for YK Niece, not you. And also, I don't think anybody wants to offset Quavo or any Migos music anymore. Like, their group and names are attached to a certain era, and they failed to adjust with the times. And when you fail to adjust with the times and redefine what your music means in each era, you're irrelevant. You are irrelevant. That's what happens. You have to be a transformer. You seriously do. And also, I do think that Quavo, he's too big-headed. He thought he was on top. He thought he was the Beyonce of the group, just for him to not even be Michelle. Moving on to Latto. Latto has a new collaboration. It's going to be a crossover record with Lumita and Emilia, and the song is Bota, okay, will be released this Thursday, January 22nd. They're saying Latto finna have her comeback era. If the song is good, yeah, if the song is good. Latto says she has a new album coming out this year, so this may be her intro back to the industry. You know how Doechii did Girl Get Up? This is Latto's Girl Get Up, okay? But I don't know if it's going to be a good song. We're going to have to just see. We got to see because, all right, I feel like Latto kind of has lost her appeal, in my opinion. Some people may disagree, but I just think Latto lost a lot of what made her, especially within the past few years. She just hasn't really been doing it for me like that. I'm just be real, y'all. She hasn't really been doing it, like hitting it for me. And also, I feel like Sugar Honey Iced Tea was decent. I like a few songs on there, but other than that, it was just kind of, mediocre, and, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but, that's how I feel. But congrats to Latto. She is coming back with some new heat. Who ready? Okay, who is ready? Who finna get down and dirty with Latto? I think that, her fans are happy. Her fans are very excited. But y'all know Latto was pregnant, so she may postpone her album. No shade. I can see that happening. She may postpone it. And also, like I be telling some artists, it's too many people coming out. Way too many people coming out. But yeah, y'all, she pregnant.
Big Latto posted these pictures and says, shut the fuck up and get ready for the album. And baby, I'm gonna get ready for the album, but I won't be shutting the fuck up because baby, these are old pictures, okay? I don't know who you trying to play with. I don't know who you wanna, you know what I mean? If you wanna scrap, just say that because baby, these are old pictures, babe. These are very old. So you posted old pictures saying you're gonna get ready for the album, trying to say that you look like this right now? Baby, you don't look like that right now. Baby, that stomach is round, nose is spread out. Baby, you're pregnant. Allegedly, because baby, I ain't got it. But let's be for real. Okay? We ain't seen her with no dang bottles on her head. We ain't seen her popping out with sister. We ain't seen her going on Snapchat posting every day like she was before. We ain't seen nothing. And remember the last time when that stomach looked around, she said, I just ate too much Wagyu and ramen. Baby, it ain't enough Wagyu and ramen and it browns up that belly just like that. You don't go from this to Wagyu and ramen looking like you 3 months pregnant. Stop playing with me. At the end of the day, what y'all think about this? Is she playing with us? Because who you talking to? Okay, who you talking to? Y'all live in the comments down below.
And one thing about it, as soon as the girlies stop wearing revealing clothes, they always pop out pregnant. It's so obvious.
Moving on to Chanel by Tyla, it seems like it's low-key tanking a little bit, okay? Tyla Chanel dips to 24, -5 on the global Spotify chart with 2.4 million streams. It also lands at number 93, -4 on the US Spotify chart with 382,000 streams. So it seems like the Chanel is kind of turning into, I don't know, Michael Kors. But me personally, I blame the team. I blame the label. they sent the song to radio too late. They also didn't properly promote it once the Christmas season ended. Once Christmas season ended, they should have immediately, boom, put fire on it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, hopefully maybe the Grammys can help boost the song again, but maybe it's just time for the song to kind of die down. You know, we do live in 2026 now where music only trends for about 2 months max. If you get past that 2 months mark, you have a real hit. You know, so I don't know. But I do want to see the song continue to rise, but it just seems like it might not be the case for this song right now. You know, that just seems like that's just the case right now, okay? But how y'all feel about this? What's your opinion? Let's talk. Chanel, what's going on with you, boo? What's going on, Chanel? Girl, Tyla, I'm sad right now. Child, social media users are being really nosy, real messy, okay? Megan was with her man, Klay Thompson. They was bumping or whatever, right? Cool. Somebody said they look like their sex is so boring. Boring! Girl, I was thinking that this whole time, but it's not my business. But a lot of people just are tired of just the whole Megan and Klay campaign. They're just tired of it. Like, I'm sure a lot of you all have boyfriends, girlfriends, I'm sure. But do y'all spend every day on social media posting about them? That's just no. A little cute appreciation post here and there is fine. But when it starts to be a campaign every week, every day, something is not right. Something just don't feel organic at all. It don't feel organic. It feels like it's very artificial. And I can't stand it. So yes, their sex looks boring in public because she's performing. This is all performance. Okay, record us. I'm pretty sure Megan asked one of her friends to record us. Nobody's gonna just randomly record y'all like that unless, it's a fan. But nobody who's that close in that video is gonna be a fan. It's a friend. So you had your friend record you, send that to me. I'm gonna post it. It's corny. And then it's just all the time. I can see if it was, like I said, a few times. Yeah, it's cool. But once all that boot up stuff hits the net, hit the media, typically it goes left. Like you're inviting all that energy into your world to throw it off. That's how I believe. I'm a big person. I'm big on energy. I'm big on things like that. So when I see that, I'm like, girl, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Child, did y'all hear that Tootsie, the rapper? He playing football now. I had no idea. Okay, oh my gosh. So ex-rapper Tootsie said that the reason he quit rap to focus on football again is because he was only making $700,000 a month rapping, and that just simply wasn't enough. Okay. Now that's still a lot of money though. That's still a lot of money. $700K a month is still a lot of money. Somebody said, I hope I get to experience this $700K and enough one day. Well, lifestyle inflation is real. Once you make $200K, you're going to make that much for like a year or two, and then you get bored of that, then you want $500K, and then, you have friends who make, $1 million. Once you get that amount of money, you're going to have, companies paying people this much, and you see how much, it's just once you get to that point, you'll realize, oh, like $700K a month isn't a lot in my space of, rappers and stuff. So I feel like he wants to have them big bucks. But it is a lot of money to the average person. I'm not being delusional, but I understand how people in that space would want more. If you have somebody making $2 million a month, it's like, hold on, bitch, I want that too. Let me go play ball too. But no shade, but Toosie's rap career to me wasn't really like hitting like that. So, go play ball all you want to. Go play ball, boo. Because no shade. I like some of his songs, don't get me wrong, but